How are you even doing that? You're floating.
Hello and welcome to Derpy's Little World. Me and Squiggleybob have done a video today, but we had a few issues with Squigglebob's brain. If you remember the little brain I built him recently, some rats got in and they've nibbled up all the wires, so he's malfunctioned a little bit, so he's lost his voice again. So this might be a bit of an odd video at times. You can sort of see a bit of a sneak preview down here, but hopefully you kind of get the point. And Squiggleybob and his voice will be back with us for a bit of Vikings on Monday. So enjoy this video, and I will see you again on Monday. Bye bye. Hello everybody, welcome to an episode of Derpy's World. I am joined by Squiggleybob today, who is somewhere around here in this lovely place. We would just go outside and find him. As you can see, I have still not furnished my house because I have been a very lazy Derpy. I say a lazy Derpy, I've been doing all sorts of other things. I've been flying spaceships, and I've been... Why on earth, what have I got in my... What have you been up to, Squiggleybob? Why is my dropper full of ghast eggs? Where did you get them on, for a start? Get out my house. Just get out my house. I don't... What am I gonna... Oh, what... How... Where do you get these things from? Ah, right. What was I saying before... What? Yeah, hello, Squiggleybob. Okay, I'm going to give you options today, Squiggleybob. We're going to let you choose. Option A, because Claire suggested it in our last video when we were building the wizard's shop, witch's shop, or witch's house, which I thought could be like a big black hat. Like a big pointy black hat that you can go inside. Yeah, like a witch's hat. Or maybe purple hat, because they're purple, aren't they? Does that make sense? Option 2 is we build a potato shop. It's a potato farm. I'll show you how it works if you like. I did realise it worked, but it does actually work. Let's go and see it working. I'll show you. Yeah, it needs some coals in it, but look, it's actually got baked potatoes in it. How awesome is that? This is one I actually kind of I say stole. I borrowed this idea from Silver Pyro of one of his little tutorial videos. He is indeed the redstone god. Yeah, they're baked potatoes, so you're just mucking the machine up now. Thank you. So the theory behind this is you've got a villager in the middle who was extremely awkward to get here. You have to put them in a minecart and make a rail and push them. At least that's the only way I know how to do it. But yeah, so I managed to get 2 villagers over here. What you do, you set up all the farmy stuff, all the potatoes, yeah, and you fill this guy's inventory with stuff other than potatoes, apart from like potatoes, yeah. So when he picks potatoes up, he can see another villager and potato, and what he does is he gets his potatoes that he's picked up. So he goes, oh look, some potatoes. He gets his potatoes, he picks up the potatoes, yeah, and then with his potatoes what he does is he throws his potatoes at the villager because he wants to try and feed him. He's going, oh, I feed you, but because that villager is surrounded by potatoes and some glass and and potatoes, what the potato does is potato. Yeah, potato. Okay. Yeah, so you understand how the potato works now. Obviously. So that's option 2. So the third option, which is this is option C. So you're in the C, yeah. Is we were talking for a while about putting something on top of the Derpy club. Yeah. This is something I've come up with today in my brain. And what I was thinking we could do is, do you know I've got those boxes outside my house just full of junk? Yeah? Make sure you close the door, otherwise the guy gets out. That's cool. I figured what we could do is, I need like a shed. So, since Claire made us all that wood, which is absolutely fantastic by the way, I don't know if anybody watched it. Did you watch it? Her little video montage. It was awesome of growing all the trees, and then she made the giant massive tree that goes into the sky, which I'm not sure I want to cut down myself. You can see that it's absolutely huge. It actually goes past the clouds. I can't see the top. It's huge. But I figured what we could do with some of that wood is build me like a wood shed on top of the club, because it's next to my house, and that could be like my back garden up there. And we could have flower pots and things. So Squiggleybob, what are we doing then? We're going to build a witch. I thought we were just going to build a hat. This is going to be an interesting episode, isn't it? So We do our customary, you go and get all the stuff, and I work out what we're building. Ow. So, yeah, Squiggly Bob. The witch's hat we just built then, yeah? Yeah. No, it's not got many cats or broomsticks in it either, does it? Shall we go a bit of a tour of it? Just gonna eat this chicken. There we go. Where did I get this egg from? I can hear a chicken. Why are there always chickens in my world? Why? We had some chicken issues, didn't we? Yeah. So let's go and hang on. Let's go around there. Yeah, don't go and explore our well, yeah. If anybody remembers when I built my house, I rebuilt my house. I had a couple of boxes down here, which was just like the contents of my house, wasn't it, Squiggleybob? And they've been here for a while. So when we said we were going to build a witch's house, we kind of built this instead, the shed of many things. Well, we kind of built a pond, but we built the shed of many things as well. It's just go inside. Thank you. Right, I'm going to show you around my shed. If you look here, we've got a box of blocks. Yeah, it's got some blocks in it. That's full of stuff made of wood. Okay, and here's the box of spare. Yeah, it's just like spare things. Yeah, that's good. This one doesn't have a thing on it because I put all the signs in the box of wood. Oh, it's just got random. Oh, hang on, there's some shoes. I'll take those. It's not got shoes in it anymore. It's not a shoe box. Oh, okay, I suppose it could be a shoe box, couldn't it? We can fill it full of shoes. Hang on, let's get some iron and make some shoes. While you're checking the other boxes, you can tell everybody what's in the other boxes while I'm doing this. I've made an awful amount of shoes here. It is literally a box full of shoes. Look at that. Or if you ever need any spare shoes, you can just come up here and get some from the shoebox. It's exactly what I'd keep in my shed. Here we've got a box of boxes. As you can see, it has boxes in it. Other things was just... I didn't really know what to name that one. We need those. That's important. No, they're not spare. They're very important. They're very important. Over here, we've got the doodads box. I don't have any doodads at the moment. They all ran away. No, all the doodads got away. We have the stuffs box. It's a very important box, this. It's full of stuffs. But this is my shed. This is what Derpy keeps in his shed. Yeah, because the library is all organised and stuff. And this is like my personal storage, especially the box of shoes. Because, you know, why keep those in the house when you can keep them outside? Yeah, they're just like my gardening shoes. They're 30 pairs of gardening shoes, yeah. This has been a little bit of an obtuse Derpy's Little World video from today, but I hope you enjoyed watching it. Yeah, if you like that, leave us a like and possibly a comment, and tell me what other boxes I should add to my shed, because I'm sure I can add some other stuff in there because I've got loads of junk lying around. We're gonna carry on planting plants and flowering flowers. Yeah, we can have a sock box and possibly put some trees up here, and this is going to be like my little garden area because I don't have a garden anymore because I built a big house on it. So yeah, on top of the Derpy Club there is now the Derpy Garden with the Derpy Shed with my Derpy storage system, and there's a Derpy Squiggly Bob. I'm going to say goodbye Squiggly Bob, goodbye Squiggly Bob, goodbye everybody else, and we will see you next week in Derpy's Little World. Bye bye, bye. Wow, get off, no. Swim in the pond, duck pond. Quack. Quack.